I'm doing a late night reading today. So everybody that ends up watching this, please take what resonates and discard what doesn't. I'm going to roll the dice. Man, we have Pluto. Pluto hasn't come out for a while. Wow. I had to stare at it a bunch just to make sure that my eyes are seeing what I'm seeing. That is Pluto. Scorpio energy. And then there's Leo in the first house. Okay, so Pluto is linked to a few things when it comes to Scorpio energy, but the one thing I'm getting is it's linked to powerful new beginnings. And with the first house, I'm going to take the new beginnings because the first house is your identity and your immediate situation. And with Leo, I'm getting the word stealthy. Stealth. Ah, Dodge Stealth. That's a car. Stealth. Stealthy. Why do I want to look at that? I'm going to look it up because there's... Oh, I was like, there's nobody here anyway, so it's not like anybody fucking cares what I'm doing right now. Oh my God. Okay. Something just started talking, and I thought it was a ghost, but it's just my laptop. Don't worry. Okay. Well, this isn't a laptop, but you know what I mean. Okay. I am going to look up the word stealth because that is what the universe is telling me you have. Stealth. Okay, now give me the definition. And let's just wait for my computer to load for 5 minutes. Stealth refers to actions, designs, or technology intended to avoid detection, operating quietly, secretly, or by minimizing visibility to radar senses and the naked eye. It is commonly used as a military technology, low observability, covert operations, or a design principle for items with fanless Okay, it's not going to be for fanless computers. Okay, so stealth, a quiet operation. I like it. That is the perfect word for this because that would be Pluto. Like Pluto with the Scorpio energy, I mean, it's a lot about what's going on inside of people, but like people don't really, some people don't talk about themselves, you know, they really don't talk about themselves to other people. They don't talk about themselves on the YouTube. Okay. They just don't fucking talk about themselves. All right. So whatever this is like something that the universe kind of seems like maybe the universe can't really tell you about it. Maybe it is a little covert operation going on that somebody has no fucking idea what's going on because it's behind the scenes and their subconscious can't pick it up. Even as psychics, I know you guys must think, wow, what kind of surprises could a psychic have because she's going to know exactly what's happening before it happens? No. Spirit does like to surprise us as well, okay? Unfortunately, that's not really the way psychics work. Some psychics work like that, but not all. Okay, Gothica. Nice. You know what she does? She's starting to communicate with the dead, right? She's opened up her third ear. Okay, through trauma. And that's how a lot of people wake up is through trauma. They see death and they face death and they come out the other side differently. Okay, I'm rewatching Stranger Things. I think I've only watched the whole thing maybe twice. And I think like possibly the last 2 seasons I've only maybe watched once. So I'm rewatching it. And again, like Joyce Byers, oh my God, she looks like a psycho. She really does. Everybody thinks she's crazy, but she sticks with it because she knows she can hear her son. Okay, it's like it's nice to rewatch it because there's a lot of things that I kind of forgot about. There's so much telepathy in it. It's absolutely ridiculous, along with telekinesis. But you know, Gothica, Joyce really opens up her telepathy with her son. Like she opens up that third ear and she can hear him. Okay. So there could be something that like, I don't know, you could be, I don't know, listening to spirit and people might think you're crazy or something might be coming up and you're like, you know, spirit's trying to tell you about it. And you're thinking to yourself, like, how could this possibly happen? There's no way that this is going to be able to happen. I think it's going to happen. Okay. We have greed. And you know what? I'm putting that with the first house because I feel like sometimes you do have to be greedy. Okay. There's the fourth house. Secrets. That's the one thing. Secrets and security. Okay. Now I'm getting the Stranger Things music theme song is playing in my head. Stranger Things. You know, those kids are basically like, holy shit, their whole life changes. I mean, once you find out the truth about something, so once they start finding out about Hawkins and once they start finding out about what's going on and what's going on behind the veil and once they meet Elle, everything is different. They're not kids anymore. You know, like they're still kids, but they now, the world is different to them. You know, when you experience something, whether as a child or as an adult, the world as you know it changes. I mean, after Gothica, after she's changed, what up, everybody? I don't notice anybody, but I hope you're doing okay. Okay. Like when she doesn't, you know, she wasn't like that until she had to see the truth. Okay. Her soul. I believe that we have jobs here. We have duties here. We have mission here. Okay. And it's her job to start communicating with the dead. And then at the end, she sees that little boy. So it's almost like she's now connected to dead people with unfinished business. Okay. So this could be a part of some type of unfinished business. And you know it's going to happen. Everybody else doesn't know. And everybody else might be looking at you like you're crazy, but you'll just learn to stop talking to people. I'm not necessarily talking to them, but you'll stop like telling people the crazy things that happen, or you're just going to be over telling them and them laughing at you. Like you will, I know when you open up your third eye or you open up your third ear, the universe becomes very incredible and you want to tell people about it. You know, you want to be like, oh my God, like I said, I was singing this song and then this car drove by and that song was playing. Like the universe is going to show you how it works and everything is connected. Okay. And it's a relationship between you and the universe. It's the universe communicating with you so you know you're not alone. Okay, signs and synchronicities, you see the universe letting you know you're not alone. Okay. So I think something is going to happen here and it might kind of come out of left field for somebody. And I like, for once, I actually like that greed is here because I'm like, you got to take it. You got to take it if you know it's going to come. Okay. And it's one of those, you know, because, you know, sometimes you get in those situations and somebody offers you something and you're like, no, don't worry about me. You just eat yourself or get yourself. And then the person's like, I'm offering you this though. You know how minimalists, almost people that have been stolen from, neglected, abused, feel like they don't deserve certain things. They don't deserve a free handout. They don't deserve somebody offering them something. They feel like they have to work for it. They have to buy it, right? God put you here, you know, nothing's free. And people will take that like, no, nothing is free. If I take this from somebody, I'm gonna have to do something for it. They're gonna ask me for it back right away, or they're gonna ask me to replace it right away. I don't have anything to replace it, so I can't take this because they're gonna want something. This is like when this gets offered to you, you take it, because if you don't, you got some greasy fingers beside you, okay? And maybe they're the fucking ones hiding in the shadows. Maybe they're the secret to how something keeps failing for you over and over and over again, because these little fucking greasers get their hands on your shit, okay? And they take it, and maybe that's the secret. Maybe the universe is finally exposing that somebody has been interfering with your private life, with your security. Almost like listening in on you, you know, like they have a direct connection to your head and they're listening to your thoughts and they're displaying it for everybody. They're letting everybody hear. It's very intrusive. Okay. And like vanity's on the bottom of the deck. And I'm like, do I use it? Do I not use it? And I feel like at this point in time, like, ooh, lucky number 13. Vanity shouldn't be something that is even existing in somebody's life. Like vanity, to be vain, to be that shallow that you can't look at yourself or love anybody else without the perfect products and the perfect hair and the perfect makeup and the perfect dress. I mean, perfection doesn't exist. I think just be lucky if a pair of pants fits you nice, okay? Just be lucky you found it. You know, don't get greedy and think, oh, I found one pair, I can just go buy another 100 pairs. No, okay? This is something that is going to get given to you because you deserve it, because you've worked for it, because you've listened to everybody call you crazy. Like, oh, how can you possibly think that you can do that? That's crazy. There's no way you could do something like that. That's crazy. Women bleed for 5 days every 30 days. And that's not crazy to you, but somebody seeing a ghost and thinking, hey, maybe I could live out my fantasy of this dream because I've seen everybody else do it. That's crazy? Like, excuse me? Okay, humans grow inside people, but they're just like, oh, just pop another kid out, just pop another kid out. But like, you can't read me the horoscope because that's too crazy for me. Like, you know, I feel like the world has shown people miracles. They have shown people that this isn't, you know, the world is not built for the weak. It wasn't made to be easy. And it kind of seems like people just put way too much fucking makeup on the problem, okay? They think a flat iron is going to save their life, okay? It's like this one chick, she couldn't even go to the grocery store without dolling herself up. And I knew, actually, I grew up with this one girl, and it used to take her, I kid you not, an hour and a half to do her makeup. And I just sit there. I never really put a whole lot into the way that I looked. So I would just sit there and watch her get ready and watch her do her eye makeup and put on 15 coats of powder on her face and then do her eyes and then line her lips. And I'd be like, wow, you know how many things we could be doing right now if you weren't sitting there putting a face on? Like you already have a face, but you're going to put another one on. Okay. These people, that's the thing, is they're so fucking vain, okay? They can't walk out their house without looking in the mirror. There's this one time I think I went months without really looking in a mirror. I only really looked in the mirrors in my car, and I was over mirrors. Like, I don't need to look at mirrors. I don't even need to look at a mirror when I do my hair. I don't give a fuck what it looks like, to be honest. I mean, it's a fucking ponytail or it's down or it's curly. I don't give a shit. I mean, I'm not vain. I know what I look like. That's what I'm going to look like. I mean, I like to look nice and I don't want, dirt on my face, but am I going to go all the way to sit there in front of a fucking mirror and make myself look perfect? Because, for the most part, I'm not the kind of person, like, I can't even do my hair looking in the mirror. I think it looks bad the whole time I'm doing it. And then I'm like, why do I even try? And then I'll go and I'll do my hair, standing in my kitchen while I'm making my coffee. And then I'll go into the bathroom and go like, how the fuck did I just pull that off? Like, how did I just make the awesomest sexy bun on top of my head and make my hair look that good, and I didn't even look in a mirror when I just looked in the mirror for like a half an hour and couldn't do my hair, right? It's like, when you let something overpower you like a mirror, just a simple reflection, okay, you got to understand there are people that can't look at themselves in the mirror without hating themselves, without trying to change themselves, without thinking they got to put on a mask for other people to look at them. Oh, I'm too ugly. I have to put on my face. I have to put my face on. What? You already have a face. And that's the thing, when bitches wear too much makeup all the time and they put too much shit on their face, their acne is going to get bad. Their face is going to change, okay? It's going to get discolored and patchy. You just leave that, honestly. It took about 2 months or 3 months after I stopped wearing makeup completely, and then my face changed, right? It went from always wanting to be covered to I got the right skin tone. Things started evening out. I started looking at myself more, not looking at myself on how I wanted to change myself, looking at myself like, this is what I look like, okay? You're not going to look any other way. The way you look is the way you look, okay? To beef that up or to think that no one's going to love you or to think that like, somebody might be just living in a facade, or you're dealing with somebody living in a facade that just literally puts pussy on a fucking pedestal all goddamn day. Like, women have to be fucking perfect. They have to look perfect. They have to dress perfect. They have to act perfect. Perfect doesn't exist. Okay, a woman's not supposed to act a certain fucking way. You act the way you want to act. Okay, there's no act this way or act that way. That doesn't make sense. Okay, so this is. Okay, whatever this transformation is that's coming in, I think it's the universe keeping it from you so then you don't fuck it up, okay? Because there could be like a little bit of vanity inside of you still, right? That's kind of hiding, that's lingering, that, still points out different things in people. And, because I don't think, especially if you're single, I don't think you want to be with a slob. Okay, I don't think you want to be with a slob. I think you want to be somebody who takes care of themselves, who looks after themselves properly. But there's a way of looking after yourself properly and then spending an hour in the mirror doing your makeup. That's not looking after yourself properly. Okay, that's trying to change yourself because you can't accept yourself properly. Okay, so like there could be a huge, like, I mean, we say this is an analogies, right? So this could be suddenly somebody waking up and having this huge epiphany of the way that they look does not account for their life. Okay, like the way you look just because you put on a certain pair of pants isn't going to make people treat you better on the subway. Okay, you could have a $5,000 fucking coat on. People are still going to push you around if you're in a crowd of people. You're not going to get treated differently, okay, just because the way you look. All right. So I don't know. So be greedy. Take something. Take something. I think you deserve it. And I think maybe people could have been, and this is also a sense where like I have, personally myself gotten jobs because of the way that I look. But now seeing as I'm not I'm not a shallow person. I don't see that as necessarily a bad thing all the time, where I see as I upkeep myself. I keep myself in good shape. I don't, again, arrive with dirt on my face. I do not smell bad. I do take showers every day, right? So I clean myself up. So if I did get a job because of the way that I looked, fucking right. You know, for once, let looks be able to give you something. Okay, it's not necessarily vain, where it could be, you could be seeing vanity as, oh, you're fucking vain, this is why you're hiring me. But at the same time, you got to remember, if you are keeping yourself together and you put yourself together really good, which could be the first house, then somebody could be just wanting to represent you by the way that you represent yourself. Okay, something like that. Time and time again. Never-ending cycles. See, I think someone's been trapped in a fucking cycle, a vanity cycle, or, you know, greed in reverse, not taking enough. Okay, looking at yourself like you don't deserve things. And maybe that could be why we're stepping into Leo energy. It's like, bitch, take what's yours. Okay, like, step into your lion and fucking take it. Okay, like, don't give it, because somebody else, you give it up, someone else is going to take it. And then you're going to be like, well, maybe I just didn't deserve it. Or, you know, like, I wanted to give it to somebody because I care. And you just left yourself with nothing. So do you care about yourself, or do you hate yourself? Because people who hate themselves will look at a gift that's being given to them and give it to somebody else, again, because they feel like they're not worthy enough for it. And that's a cycle that's got to change. If you keep doing this, you might die. I had to leave for myself. Oh, okay. So the way that I see this now is like somebody might be taking a risk and possibly quitting a job to go to a different job, or, you know, like maybe you've been working for somebody because you know that they like you or something like that. And then you're like, fuck this. Why am I even doing it? I'm taking this other job and I'm leaving. Like, there's something that, if this resonates, you get to give yourself. Okay. And I think that that's, again, where the greed comes through, because you can't, nobody says that you have to give to others. Like, you can take what's yours and walk away. Right. I think sometimes we get into the cycle of like giving and giving and giving, but like you have to also let the universe give to you. You have to receive. You can't just always give, because then you're telling the universe that you don't deserve anything, that you just want to give. Well, the universe has to give back to you for doing that. Okay. So this is like, somebody might have a mental breakdown, you know, because they think what they're about to do, they're not worthy of, you know, like they're being greedy because you decide to take the job with the more money, or you decide to go with the better option, right? And maybe people are going to look at you like you're fucking vain. Like, oh, look at that vain bitch fucking goes with that because it looks good instead of this. When, you know, it could be like, and when it comes to your first house, like if this is what you want to do, if this is your immediate situation, then again, I always like to tell you, you know my motto, fuck what everybody else says, okay? They're not you, so it doesn't matter. I think it'd be good to actually do something for yourself. Expression and expansion, right? It's like, take the better job, take more money, you know, take the fucking, what do they call those? Like pushbacks or bounce backs or something, or I don't know, money backs, or, you know, commissions and stuff. Like, fucking take that shit. Take it. This is for you, you lucky son of a bitch. Okay, you know, I've been telling you, I've been feeling the luck of the Irish lately. That's my 4-leaf clover. And no, I will not let you see it up close because I don't want casting any bullshit on my good luck charm. Okay, but that's it. Okay, good luck is coming in. That's what this bad boy is about. Okay, so take it. Be greedy. Put your hands all over it. Okay, reaping what you sowed. You're gonna reap what you deserve. Okay, this is a harvest season, and whoever wants to label you as vain or crazy or greedy or, oh, look what she's taking, blah blah blah, always remind yourself that this is your life, it's your decisions. As long as whatever it is you're doing doesn't hurt anybody, it didn't hurt anybody for you to get to where you are, you didn't have to steal from anybody to get to where you are, you worked hard to get to where you are. Fuck these people. Honestly, people don't know how hard it takes to work. Okay, they see something and they want to get their greasy little hands on it and they want to take all your money and they want to take your resources because they just think that like money just jumps into people's pockets and like they don't have to go to work for it and they don't have to try for it and they don't have to sometimes take their fucking clothes off for it. Like, oh, you have money, so fuck you. Oh, really? Really? Is that how it works? Fine. Well, thanks to you, I just got more money, so... I don't know, somebody might be a stripper. I don't know, I'm getting strippers in my head. Strippers make some good coin. You know why? Because they're backing that ass up for it, okay? And they fucking deserve it. Anybody wants to take a fucking stripper's money away? Okay. 99 problems and a bitch ain't one. Okay? So, break the record on this. I mean, maybe this opportunity, there could be an opportunity coming for you and like people think you're not going to take it. They really do because they're not used to you taking stuff like this for yourself. They're used to you giving it away. Like, here, oh, have it. Oh, here. You know, like Mrs. Charity, Mr. Charity, always giving it. So they're like, look at this idiot, always giving their shit away. And it's like, break that record, you know, like you don't want to be known as the person that never accepts money. Okay, that's not, no. Like you're just going to give it away. You don't want that kind of rumor going around about you. Okay. Heavy weight on the shoulders. Grew up too fast. Yeah, see, I do believe we are the generation that had to grow up way too fast. Okay, and that's why I feel like somebody is deserving of this greed. They really are. Like, you've never heard me talk about greed in a good way, but for this, I feel like, my God, you know that this is a time to be greedy. Take what's yours. Do it. Don't fucking give it away. Like, oh, God. If you give this away, I swear to God, I feel like the universe is going to be pissed with you. Okay, because it's designed for you. It's orchestrated for you. It's not for anybody else. So don't give it to anybody else. Because if you start giving your gifts away to other people, like I said, then the universe is going to be like, all right, well, fuck it. You don't want to take any of your gifts that we give you? We're not going to give you anymore. Because you keep giving them away to everybody else. Okay. Some of these cards are sticking together because the humidity is getting so bad here. Great. All right, here we go. All right, you got any other advice here? What do we got? Soulmates, the butterfly. See, there is some type of soul contract coming to you, and it's to help you grow. It's to help you evolve. Okay, spread your wings and fly. Okay, so there is addiction in the Phoenix. They want you to get over this, okay? This block of giving everything away. Don't give this away, I'm telling you. Whatever this is for you. Especially if it has your fucking name on it, okay? It's going to change. And there's the sword and the stone on the bottom, which I'm going to say is like the truth. Okay. And it says truth right there. Power, fucking protection, revelation, clarity, new phase. There is a soul contract coming in and it's attached to greed. And like, it's really fucking weird that the universe wants you to be greedy. Okay. But I don't argue with my gods. Okay, so under the surface, somebody is just a little too nice. And it's time to put the nice guy away and fucking Do it. Okay, do it. Stabbed in the back, and then House of Cards. Okay, so they're definitely whatever the situation is, I think you have gone through your fair share of heartbreak and pain and shocking attacks. You might be one of those people that gives things away and then not that you're anticipating getting something back, but then you think, well, maybe that'll come around for me, like I did a good thing, and then like backfires, totally fucks you somehow. Okay. There definitely is a sense where like somebody does not want you to be able to be greedy again. They really don't. They want you in a lack thereof kind of mentality, or that you don't deserve it, or you can only have just a little bit. Everybody else can have more. You only need a little bit. So you just take a little, like, bitch, put that whole cake on your plate. Okay. And then it says being strategic. I like that. Ace of Spades. Be fucking strategic. Be greedy for once. And I'm telling you, I think it's going to turn out marvelously. Okay? Which, like I said, not something that I would normally say, but it's given me that first house greed. Like, damn, this is for you. Take it. Because there's a lot of something coming in. And like, sure, yeah, give a little bit away. You don't finish your hot dog, throw the rest of the fucking birds, but like, that's about it. Okay? That's about it. There's boat. Receiving what you want. Moving on. Closure issues. See, we're moving on, people. Okay? Get over this. You don't deserve something, or you don't deserve to have a lot of something. Yeah, you do. You want love, you're going to get it. You want money, you're going to get it. You want, I don't know, a new phase in your fucking work, you're going to get it. Something. But you have to take it when it comes. Because it's not going to be one of those things like that, when somebody offers you something and you say no, but then they go, are you sure? And then you go, okay. It's not going to be that issue. If you say no, that's it. There's no, are you sure? Okay, that's precision. Know what you want. Don't be indecisive. Even if you take something that you think, man, I don't really want this, just fucking throw it away. Honestly, waste sometimes, right? I feel like we're living in this time now where it's like we feel like we can't waste anything, or we feel like money's going to go down the drain, then heaven forbid we spend it, like there's this lack thereof mentality. There really is. And I feel like once that goes, there's going to be a different feeling. And that's why somebody doesn't want you to take it, because they're so used to you passing on things, right? Pass on this, pass on that. No, I can't go. No, I don't want to spend that. Pass on that. Like, they really don't want you around, obviously. But maybe this is the stealth. Now I'm getting that word stealth that we talked about. Some type of covert operation. Like, damn right. Be mysterious. Okay? Don't let people know what you're doing right now. All right? Keep it to yourself. Amen. Okay? And fucking take what's yours, collective. Hope everyone's having a fabulous Thursday night. Really? What the Camilla Harris are you talking about? Like, clearly that idiot's long gone. All right, last message. Here we go. Thank you for the normal people liking the video. Hey, JK, lovin'. You're driving. Oh, be careful. Don't let me distract you. All right, here we go. Wow. Okay. So, interesting message here, to say the least. We have fertility. So, I think somebody's parents, now it's just the analogy, and I just have to say it a certain way. So, what I'm getting is somebody's parents, okay, are watching their child like defend themselves against monsters. And I feel like everybody's mouth is open, by the way. Mouth open, mouth open, mouth open. Mouth breather. The thing I'm getting is that somebody's parents, like this could literally be, you could be, say the Blair Witch was true. Okay, just for argumentative purposes, say the fucking Blair Witch was true. Which, I mean, it is a real story. Like, I mean, what they experienced was real to them. Okay, it was fake to the directors, but it was real to them. Okay, the Blair Witch has a very eerie directing method. Okay, they fucked those people up. Okay, so say you were in the woods doing a documentary and you got chased around by a witch. Okay, your friends recorded you getting tortured and tormented and up all night and chased around and then killed. And there's footage of it, of everything that happened. Okay, your parents get the footage at the end, watch it, and go, that's fake. That's fake. They're acting. That's not our daughter going through anything. That's fake. And then they just turn it off. The thing is I love using the Blair Witch as an analogy because, I mean, normally it would come out, but the fact that Blair Witch must be here because I'm going to talk about her. I love the analogy of the Blair Witch because those three people that did the movie were nobodies when they did that movie. And when they came out of it, very different outcome. Okay, that movie had like, those actors got paid $1,000 for that movie. I believe the budget for the film was like, I don't know, 10 grand or something like that. Those kids had no money. Okay. They did open auditions. People did not show up. It was really like a challenging project for them to do. And by the end of it, they were on stage getting Academy Awards. Well, not Academy Awards, but you know what I mean? They were getting awards. Much Music Awards. Okay, they were getting Best Acting Awards. They were on a fucking stage suddenly. These actors, these kids that just got out of school, have never fucking, done anything in their life, and they're suddenly now on a stage and they're everything to people. Like, you know how many times I went to the theater and watched the Blair Witch? I even took my aunt. I scared the shit out of her. My aunt demanded she sit in between my sister and I. And when we walked out of there, she looked at us and she was like, never do that to me again. She was so fucking scared. I think she shit her pants when we watched that movie. I went to the theater so many times. I have a projector on my fucking wall. I watch it because I need it to be huge. Like, I like being scared, but like a good scared. Okay, when I'm like watching like this, okay, honestly, I adore it. All right, I love it. I love the thrill of it. Okay, but anyways, getting off topic. Okay, but those people blew up. They blew up. Suddenly everybody wanted to know who they were. Okay. And there's your parents going, I don't fucking believe a single thing that they said. I don't believe any of it. I don't believe it. Look, at people are filling up the theaters and they're going to come watch them. I don't even care. I don't believe it. I don't believe anything they did. People are stupid. And it's fertility. Like, it's like your fucking parents. It's like the people who made you or raised you were like, had something to do with you. And it's like, really? That's like, I kicked ass. Okay. Like somebody kicked ass and took names on a screen and it was recorded. And they're like, no credit. Credit has to be earned. Respect has to be earned. Oh my God. Exhausting dealing with narcissists. So like, I feel like if that, okay, that could be the analogy of somebody literally survived hell and back. And it was so visibly possible to people that it would be like, how did you not see that? You were right there watching. Okay. Could be something like that. The wonder of the world thing with King Kong, I feel like, because King, Kong, he picks her, like he kills everybody. He rips everybody apart, but she is different. She makes him laugh. Okay. And Kong is, he's all by himself. He's living alone. Like, he's constantly having to defend himself and fight against everybody. He's just this big, lonely animal. Right. And then she changes that for him. Right. And I feel like these people, I don't know, you might have people that are just going to watch something happen for you and they can sit around the campfire all they want and talk cheap shit about you. It's like, you're going to like the top of the Empire State Building. Okay. And then all those people are going to be like, oh my God, look at them. They're up there. And then your parents are still going to be like, it's a lie. Empire State probably doesn't even exist, let alone them sitting on it. Like, oh, wow. Like, I could hear somebody's angst. And I can hear why. Okay, because whoever you had to deal with is fucking rude. These people are rude. Everything they have said in my head is rude. They're condescending. They're like barking at me. They want to talk in front of everybody. Okay, and all they really are interested in saying is that they're convinced everything you do is a lie. And it doesn't matter if you have pictures or evidence. In this day and age, they're going to say it's bullshit. Babadook on the bottom of the deck with the poltergeist. Little Carol Ann. What's going on with little Carol Ann? And then It Follows. And Love again. The fucking Frankensteins keep coming out. Harvest in Reverse. I really don't feel like these people were like fated to do this. Like, I feel like they're delusional. I feel like they do not know what love is and they control people and they see that that's love. Controlling people is love. And so they think that they can just say that you're lying and they expect everybody to believe them. They expect you to believe them. They expect you to say suddenly that you're lying. Okay, fine, I'm lying. You know me, lie. And it's just like, I think they're not okay up here. because like to really sit there and act like you don't fucking see something that's happening right in front of you is not ignorance. That's like the devil. Okay? Like that is, oh God, like that is not just ignorance. Like ignorance is, I mean, it's mixed with something else, that's for sure. And like with the Babadook on the bottom of the deck, I'm just like, with the book, I'm thinking, man, they had a lot of information at their hands. And I think they still do. And they still call you a liar. I mean, that's tough. Hellraiser and The Thing. And I told you I'm rewatching Stranger Things, and in Mike's bedroom, the poster for The Thing is on the wall, and I keep staring at it. And now it's coming up. But with Hellraiser, sex. See, sex and fertility. With ice. Like I think these people really froze you out. Or they isolated you somewhere with a monster, and then you had to fight your fucking way out of it, like this could be somebody putting somebody in a foster home with pedophiles as the foster parents. You just put me in a dangerous place, and then they don't believe you that those parents could possibly, or those people could possibly do anything bad to you. Like neighbors are watching. Neighbors can see shit going on. I feel like neighbors have more truth about what this person has to do to try to survive, okay, than these parents will ever comprehend or listen to. What up, Wolfgang? Hey, Sarah. Hello, everybody. Pipeline Dreams. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? I'm loving that my crew's here. Thank God, you guys. I was all alone with a bunch of weirdos. So, Wolfgang Pack, attack. We are here. Thank God, you people. That's why I love you so much. You are here to protect me against the weirdos on YouTube. It was weird. Okay, so thank you for being here. You are my sunshine. Okay. Anyways, moving on. Okay, so yeah, I feel like there's definitely sexual abuse here. Somebody that wanted to experience something that they never experienced before. And I mean, you got to be fucking careful with that. I'm sorry, but that's woo. All right. I'm getting weirded out by this message now, so I'm going to there's the devil. Let's just say this. Is there any last message for collective that was sent to live with the devil? Conjuring. That fucking house is haunted, and it goes after the mothers. The mothers attack the children. So there's your affirmation right there with the Conjuring. If you haven't watched that movie, watch it. Poison. Completely toxic people. And the brainstorm with the switch around. So something's being switched around. You know, like if you're still in a house with these people, that is not going to be for much longer. There's the shark. These people are predators. But they're visible now. So somebody knows, okay, you can't hide anymore, and now you can go. Got to turn that light on, you know what I mean? And so, as I say that, you got to turn that light on, the fucking star shows up. Okay, don't go in the dark. Don't be in the dark right now, all right? You got to stay in the light. Lawless. Because people take the law as a joke, all right? I mean, how many of your parents literally signed contracts to keep you safe and they didn't? There's Bagul, which we know attacks parents who don't take care of their children. Okay, he takes the kids, kills the family, takes the kid away. All right, takes them out of the family. Like, I mean, the whole thing about Sinister is the writer, Ellison, a.k.a. Ethan Hawke, he is a published and known writer, okay? But for one book, he had fucking 5 seconds of fame, 10 years prior to that, and it's like he was chasing that. He was chasing that high, and he put his children's life at risk every time he did that. And Bagul had enough. He said, you're not putting kids in danger anymore. So you can even tell when the little girl, she asks if she can make daddy coffee, right? Because that's how Bagul gets them to poison the families, is they have to, the little ones have to put the poison into the drink, okay, to make them all pass out. Okay, so she asks, can you teach me how to make daddy's coffee? And then you see her, she brings the coffee to him. And like he says, the whole point of him working at home is so then he can watch his kids grow and he can be with his kids and blah, blah, blah. Fucking knocks on her dad's door to give him his coffee. He just grabs it, doesn't even say anything, and shuts the door. Like, he's a fucking dick. Like, your daughter just made you a coffee. You can't even say thank you? That's not the whole point of you being home. Was that, and then, you know, he gets a phone call. It's like, I thought the whole point of you being home was to spend time with your kids. And now you're just being a dick. You're just going to lock yourself in the office like usual. Okay. So the kid gets taken away. Right? He had the solution in his hand, and then he buried it, and he got greedy, and he went for it anyways. All right, he did something he wasn't supposed to do. Okay, he shouldn't have even brought his fucking family to that house to begin with. Okay, and like, not telling your wife, good luck. All right, there's the Mothman prophecies, and I got the Mothman prophecies yesterday. I have went to bed 3 times, I think, in the last month, and thought for sure I was going to die in my sleep. I don't not because like anything bad is happening or anything, but literally like laying down in my bed and going, like, suddenly getting this, like, I don't know, voice or just this feeling that I'm going to die. And then, so I say, I love you to everybody, and then I go to sleep, but then I wake up. Okay, and I'm like, I keep waking up. So the death is not for me, but yet I can feel the death around. You know, like my sister, she swore last year the fucking the Death Reaper was in our house. She said she could see him one night standing beside the bathroom. It was fucking terrifying. She didn't tell me until the morning. And I was like, you just slept with that all night? And she's like, well, I didn't want to wake you up and tell you that there was like a Reaper in the house. And I'm like, anyways, Oh, my nose is so itchy right now. I think that somebody is going to die. For poisoning you. Oh, God. Because they were lawless, you know, they just did whatever the fuck they wanted to do. I mean, these guys make moonshine. Okay, so maybe this woman was like coxing up and mixing up different poisons to fucking serve somebody. Oh my God. Now I'm getting the story of the woman. She's like 80 years old and she went through this huge trial with her husband because for 30 years, her husband, he's a pretty well-known like businessman, was having his wife roofied and raped by whoever wanted to have sex with his wife. She was called the sleeping lady. And anybody was allowed to rape her while she was passed out. And he did this to her for 30 years. From the age of 50 on. It's not like she was a young woman. No. She was a grandmother. Okay? So, you want to take the law into your own hands? Why? It's like I should have known he was going to show up. He showed up in the other deck. I just don't care about you, so I don't pull your card. I don't fucking want to. Ha! Justice. Thank you for pulling justice after the devil. Oh my God, my nose is so itchy. Woo! All right, let's wrap this up. Ooh, the volcano. Something's about to erupt. And it's probably their heart because they're going to die because they're a fucking drama queen. I told you so. And I told you, remember, didn't I say I think these people are delusional? I'm pretty sure I said that exact word. These people are delusional. There's the word, delusional. Okay, and then there's the spider. Like, they got caught. All right, they're caught. They're caught. Whatever it is, whatever they did, they're caught. Caught by Bagul, caught by God, caught by you. They were caught. And that's it. Once you're caught, it's basically you just got to wait until you get your sentence. Because there is no fucking way you're getting out of that. You were caught red-handed. Okay, caution. Like, they were cautioned. They worked hard at this. There's vampire. Fight or flight with the boat. Like, ooh, warlock, disease. There's death again. That was Marlowe. Marlowe was run over. And then there is corpse. Okay, these people, and then yes. Okay, I really don't think these people and the perfect storm is sticking to the table. All right, something's going to take them out. And, I mean, the death that's around you, or if you're feeling death around you, it could be because you've been basically in death's hands for your whole life. Right? Death might have kept you alive. Because that's the thing, is like, I read this saying about somebody that it's about one of the demons, one of the Reaper demons. Yeah, one of the Reaper demons. He, I forget which one, but he actually, before he takes this person out, whoever it is, whatever the contract is, he spends time with them because he wants to learn everything that he possibly can about whatever they know, because he wants to learn more about something before the project is done. Okay, so I definitely feel like if you've had the death energy around you, it could have been because death was learning from you, possibly learning how you kept escaping its grip, how you kept surviving, how you didn't give in, right? Humans are fascinating to demons because of their sheer will to want to survive. And if you don't want to survive, then obviously, they take you out pretty quick. But if you want to survive, then you almost kind of become their obsession because you're everything that they're not used to. And the things that they're used to, they don't want, they don't appreciate anymore. They don't care about it. People, humans that give them everything, they don't care about, right? It's not fascinating to them. It's just, oh yeah, look they're going to give in to me again. Oh yeah, look, they're going to give in to me again. People who resist, they're like, they're the showstoppers, right? So always remember that. And, oh yeah. So when I was prepping for this reading, I'm getting it in my head again because I forgot. I'm getting, what is that? Oh, my Kurt Cobain. I had Kurt Cobain tattooed here and I got it covered up. I'm scratching it. I feel like, the song that's playing in my head is The Noose by, I don't know if it's Tool or Perfect Circle. I feel like it's Perfect Circle, but I don't know for sure. But anyways, they have this live version of The Noose. And if you have not heard it live, oh my God, fucking Maynard is just incredible. Anyways, The Noose started playing in my head when I started this video, but I forgot to say it because I hadn't done like my mantra or anything, or like my, my grounding. So I kind of forgot, but now it's playing in my head again. So the noose is the halo that slips down and chokes them out. Right. So, I think it has something to do, I don't know, with the second one, possibly or the third one, could be the third reading. Yeah. With the Mothman prophecies, that these people, whoever this fertility was, or is representing, they would have, for a lot of the time that they abused you, had halos around their heads, right? People looked at them like they were perfect, like they couldn't do any wrong, like they were, gods and angels. And that halo is slipping down and it's choking them now. And they're not going to get away with, well, they have a good job, or they have a good cover story, or they have a nice car, right? Something's worn out, something's played out, lies aren't taking hold anymore, right? Things are changing. And that's the thing, like, that's why we need evolution. That's why we need time to go on. We need to evolve because of the people who don't, and because of the people who are holding back, right? Like, says a lot with how you are day to day. So anyways, I hope this resonated, and super weird to do a reading this late, but I will not be back tomorrow night, but I might be here in the daytime. Not sure. But thanks for being here, everybody. Really means a lot for having my back. All right. And being here. Like I said, YouTube is a scary place. Okay. Don't leave me alone, people. It's creepy on here after the sun goes down. Anyways, so thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. All right. Sending all that love right back to you. I wish I could heart emoji, but I can't. I don't have that option. So anyways, peace out. All right. And you as well. Thank you, Wolfgang. Have a very good night and sleep tight. And I will see you when I see ya. All right. Peace, everybody. Thank you.